What is going on, guys and girls on YouTube? So today we are going to be doing a video about an all-in-one PC that I got donated to me. Thank you so much for the person who donated this computer. He says, I think he said it was like his girlfriend's or his girlfriend's mom's computer. Anyways, it has a virus on it. It's an i3. What we are going to do is see if this thing has any kind of upgrade path. From just looking at the back of the computer, since it's an on-one, I did see an expansion card slot, but I still don't know if it's like the right kind of expansion slot for a graphics card or not. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be downloading Windows 10 to the computer through a USB, putting that on there, getting rid of all of the her information, his information, the mom's information, all that. It's going to be gone when we put Windows 10 on there. Then, what we're going to do is we are going to download CPU-Z and see what generation of i3 this is. Then we're going to benchmark it using CPU-Z, and depending on how good it does on CPU-Z's benchmark, if we're going to download Cinebench and see how good it does on it. Now, if I do download Cinebench, it's probably just going to be Cinebench 15, depending on what i3 it is, though. Now, it has Windows 7, so I know it ain't like I know the i3 doesn't have full cores for threads since it has Windows 7 on it. Now, nowadays, basically, an i3 became an i5, an i5 became an i7, and then the i7 went up into a new category, and who we had to thank for that is AMD. Thank you so much, AMD, which is Ryzen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because your Ryzen 2600 in this computer. And let's go ahead and move on now to the video. Sorry this took so long, me talking your heads off. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around, and you're going to see the all-in-one system. Now, if you're doing this, even though it's a touchscreen monitor, you are going to have a wired keyboard in, maybe a wired mouse to do this. Maybe a wired mouse. Probably to do the install for Windows 10, you would have to have the mouse. Now, just for installing Windows, you're just going to have to have a keyboard. But I went ahead and hooked both up to it, and I got my USB in there. Now, I already looked and saw it boot up, and it went into Windows, and I did not go past their lock screen, which, you know what I mean? I ain't going to do that. I'm not looking at your information. I was just making sure the computer came here, and everything worked, and it booted up. And that's just let me know, okay, if it stops working, it's something that I did and not something that it already happened to it before it got to me. So, if I don't use this thing for editing like I want to because it's an all-in-one touchscreen, I'm going to give it to my dad and he's going to use this computer. But enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, and I'm going to turn the camera around, and you guys are going to see the all-in-one PC, and we're going to install Windows 10 in 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys and girls, we are back. Now, this is the power button right here. I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and then I'm going to roll the camera tripod up a little where y'all can see the screen better. But I just want to let y'all see me click on this button. Then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hit F12 to get into the boot menu. As you can see right down there, it just saw that I hit F12, so it's going to go into the boot menu. As you can see, right down there in the corner, it is loading it. So let it go into its boot menu, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and while it's doing that, let y'all see it. I do like how it has an underglow and stuff like that. Now, what you're going to do is find when it says USB. Hold on, let me just zoom out in a little bit where y'all can see this. Basically, look for after you get into your boot menu like this, it'll say at the corner of your screen, boot menu, and I start with and then that's the letter you want to click. Then when you get into this, you see that one it says USB, you're going to want to click the one right there, it says USB, and click it and put it up there. Now, there's two of them up there, it says USB. Just remember the name of your USB that has Windows 10 on it, and so I'm pretty sure mine is the second one. So I'm going to go ahead and push that one and make it go all the way up to the top using my keyboard. So, with each computer, it's different on how you move them up. I'm just going to click on it and hit enter and see if it goes into it. and see if it goes this way. If it does, then I can do it this way. Now, if it don't, oh, wow, y'all, okay, there you go. So, sorry about that one. And I am so sorry about this thing reflecting what's behind me. I cannot help that. Honestly, I have that up because if I don't, it's going to have a blur right there on the screen. So as you can see, it's doing some kind of Windows 7 US thing right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off because I guess I didn't do something right. And I'm not trying to restore Windows 7, I'm trying to update Windows 7, so, and if the power button does not work, okay, it says, okay, I'm just going to hit cancel and hit, I'm going to try to get out of this, but it ain't letting me. So, what do you do in an emergency like this? You pull the plug. A lot of people are probably going to be typing in the comments, don't ever pull the plug when it's doing something like that. Well, here's the thing. I'm not trying to restore Windows 7. I'm trying to update it to Windows 10. And there it goes. Okay. I tried it the other way of hitting the power button and stuff like that. It does not want to work. There it goes. Okay. That cord is a little bit tight because I have to have it ran. Anyways, it's up, and I'm going to hit 12 again. Like I said, I got to remember what my USB is. I don't know why it has other USBs in there, like, because one, it should only have one USB. Okay, here we are again. So, I'm going to try to figure out how to move these up. Sometimes it's the plus and minus key. It's just different keys. So, I'm just going to go down and hit, I'm going to try, I think I hit that middle one last time. I'm going to try the bottom. And then if this one don't work, then I'm going to go up to the top, the second one, and try it. Now, I don't know how well this is all going to work out because, like I said, I'm just trying to, yep, there it is. Okay, I'm incredibly sorry for that light. But as you can see, it has the Windows 10 logo up. That is one way of knowing. And you're going to see a line right up here in the corner. And this is going to be flashing. And once you see this start loading up, you know you're installing off of your USB Windows 10. So, I am going to have to sadly stop the camera here in a second because I got to type in Windows 10, my code for it, and I don't want nobody else to see my code. So, I'm just going to hit keep it next. I'm going to hit install. And alrighty, now I am so sorry for how this is all having to happen. First off, I am working on redoing my entire setup. The second thing is, I am eventually going to have this all set up to where it looks nice and it's good and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I got to type my code in, and then I will get right back with y'all. Have a nice day, and I will see y'all in a second. Okay, guys and girls, we are back. As you can see, I am hitting agree right there. Now, another thing. Where you saw me hit the code at, you can also say I don't have a code. Now, what will happen is you will have a watermark saying, please activate Windows, but it will act as Windows is fully activated. There's nothing too different about it. You just can't change the background on your PC monitor. And honestly, you can get $15 on CD Keys and a whole bunch of other places, and they're like 15 bucks, so it ain't too bad. Now, this is what Windows 10, not Windows 11. Now, Windows 11, I'm going to probably have a few problems with how they're doing certain things and stuff like that, but I do have this to say. Windows 11, let's go ahead and talk about that for a second. How they're doing is they're cutting out a lot of people who have older computers and that are still good to this day. I mean, people are still playing games on 4 cores, 4 threads CPUs, and you don't have to have a 6-core, 6-thread CPU and all that. And here's another thing, first-gen Ryzen CPUs aren't even compatible with Windows 11, and I kind of think that that's stupid and You can fill in the rest. And I'm having a whole lot of trouble why they're doing this with Windows 11. If they want a lot of people to go over to Windows 11, make it easy to transfer over to Windows 11. Give us a choice if we want this stuff or not. Now, I understand that they're trying to make security better and all this stuff with TPM and all that. I've been watching videos on it and stuff like that. But it makes me mad that we don't have a choice to use TPM or not use the TPM. That we're being forced into using TPM. It feels like in order for you to upgrade, it's like a console. In order for you to upgrade, you have to have the newest and greatest stuff. And a lot of people do not. And here's the thing. I got a 2nd gen Ryzen 2600 and a mini ITX MSI motherboard. Probably not compatible because of the motherboard. And I got a 39X Ryzen CPU right behind me. Maybe it's compatible. I don't know yet. I will have to do more research and stuff like that to see if any of my computers are compatible with Windows 8. But I'm begging you. If you can upgrade to Windows 11, don't do it. Stand your ground and tell them. We want a choice to either have TPM or don't have TPM. Because all they would have to do is this. If your computer does not have that TPM sensor or whatever you want to call it, all they'd have to do is just pop up a warning saying, warning, your computer will not be as secure as people with this type of TPM. But no, they forced it on to making it to where you had to have this TPM sensor. And I'm going to say it right out. It's bullshit. It's true. I don't like it, and it's horrible. Why couldn't they why couldn't they stick with the easy installing to Windows, like Windows 10? I understand that they're trying to make stuff more secure because people get hacked and all this. But all they would have had done is make it to where, like I said, if you do not have that TPM sensor, all they would have to do is just pop it up saying, your computer may not be as secure as people with this sensor, and they explain it to you. But no, they forced it to where you have to have that sensor, and you got to do through all these tricks and flips and stuff just to upgrade a computer to Windows 11. And a lot of people are not going to understand how to upgrade their computer to Windows 11, even if their computer is compatible. Because a lot of computers, when they come with that sensor, it's not activated. I would love to see people's videos on trying to explain how to upgrade to Windows 11 to your grandma, grandpa, or anybody in your family, like your dad, your mom, especially if they only use that computer for watching YouTube and watching, like surfing the web and not really into computers and stuff like that and how they use them, like on the BIOS and stuff like that. I don't care how much gaming performance it gives me. My dad and my mom taught me one thing. If you believe in something, please stick to your guns and stand your ground. Because the more people who don't upgrade to Windows 11, the more problems that that Microsoft will fix with Windows 11. Like all this stuff, I guarantee you, if nobody upgrades to Windows 11 when it releases, a huge chunk of people, and they don't get no bites, they're going to go, okay, we have fixed the TPM sensor. Okay, we have fixed this problem. Okay, we have fixed this problem for these computers to work. People don't get it that we are the consumer. We have all the power. The consumer has all the power, not the business themselves. If we don't like what the business is doing, then we can switch to something else. For example, Linux. And I mean, here's the thing. I liked Microsoft because of them being laid back, and you know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of slack. So I'm going to go ahead and set the whole computer up, and then I'll get back with y'all when it's all done.
In here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do. Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen. If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and Enter keys at the same time to turn on narrator. Okay,
make your computer easier to use.
Let's dig in.
Narrator dialog, close, button, alt.
Okay, don't let me hold you up. Just pick the one you want from the list.
Exiting narrator.
So know what narrator is in case y'all need it. Now just click that, yes. I'm going to go ahead and run y'all through this real quick on how
your keyboard is set to US. Do you also type with another keyboard layout?
Just walking y'all through this real quick, how I set everything up.
Now let's get you connected to a network.
Hit I have no internet over there in the corner.
Just so you know, connecting to a net.
And click that one. Trust me on this, you want to set
Type
your
what you want
internet
to
up.
name your account.
I'm just going to put in. The reason I'm just putting PC in is because I don't know if I'm going to use it.
Now type a password for your account.
Yeah. I'm going to turn y'all off real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back again and I am so sorry about that. Here's the thing.
Now you can set up 3 security questions to help you reset your password if you forget it. Choose the first question and type your answer.
Let me show y'all something with these. And these are kind of funny how you can do this. Okay. Let's just say you really don't have any of these things. Me, what I do is I do this. Watch this. C-A-R, car, and I hit the
Now
next.
for the second one. Same drill.
Watch. You actually don't have to type in the real thing. You can just type in whatever you want as long as you know how to spell it. Like me, I know how to spell car, and I just keep typing all those in. And I will hit next. Oops, hold on. Enter.
Third one's a charm. Choose your last question, type the answer, and you're good to go.
And this is all I do, and boom, it gets you past them. You don't actually have to really take those
These are the
security
settings
questions.
Microsoft recommends. Go ahead and review them. And
I'm just gonna hit enter
hey,
on
look,
that.
that's me, Cortana.
Anyways, that is how I do the security questions.
Almost done now. We just need to get a few more things polished up for you, and Windows will be all yours.
Sorry
Looking
about
forward to helping out.
So, as you can see with those security questions, you don't have to take them too seriously. Remember what security questions you have, and then just remember, make them all the same security question. Like me, I just typed in car for all 3 of these security questions. Now, I'm just giving you all this as an example, because if I ever get rid of this computer, I'm going to re-put Windows 10 on it, and I'm just going to make it to where they have to set up Windows 10 like I just did right here, and they can set it up however they want. That is how I sell my computers, and that is how I will always sell them. I won't ever set them up. I tell them, you're going to have to set the computer up yourself. Like, when you buy one from the store, they're mostly okay with it. And sometimes they call me saying they can't get, you know what I mean? And I explain this or that if they're stuck or whatever. And now it's just getting everything ready. Please, don't turn off your computer. Or PC is what they're saying for short. But I'm going to go ahead and stop y'all here, and I will get y'all back on when it is all done and set up. Give me 1 minute. As you can see, it's now set up. It has Windows 10 on it and everything. So, I'm just going to go ahead and hit, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm actually going to type in I'm going to click on that right there. And I'm going to click on our Wi-Fi. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to have to turn it off again. And I'm back, and now I'm connected to the internet. So, like I said, we're going to go ahead and download a couple of things. Now, it's easier just for me to use the mouse from back here and stuff because of, basically, well, me touchscreen right now. I have y'all in front of me, and then if I push y'all up any closer, I won't be able to see, like, around the computer screen like there are right now. You know what, speaking of that, I need to kind of fix y'all a little bit, so give me 1 minute to where I can get to something. So sorry about this, but and there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take y'all up a little. About right there. Okay, so basically we're getting some pop-ups and stuff like that. Now what are we gonna do here? I'm just gonna go ahead and just do this. See. I'm just gonna go to CPU Z. I don't know what that is right there. What is that? I'm just gonna X that out. And we're gonna wait for that to load. I don't know how quick. Okay, wow. Okay, it's picked up our Wi-Fi pretty good then. I was afraid since it was all built-in Wi-Fi, it wouldn't be too good, but it's doing pretty good actually. And I'm just gonna go ahead and install CPU Z, and think that's like a pop-up. Okay, hold on. 1 second. I have no idea why I did that. There we go. There it is. Okay. Now let me just go ahead and hit. See right there? If you don't know where it's at, just hit that. When you click those 3 squares, and it should show me right here in a minute where it's at once it loads. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 cores, maybe 2 cores, 4 threads, or 4 threads, 2 cores, somewhere in there is what I'm gonna say this i3 is. Now, I'm going to have to type in what the i3 is. I should just be able to say what it is on my phone to Google. Alright, what is it doing now? I have no idea why it's doing that. And they did say it had a virus, but since me upgrading it, it basically got rid of virus. Virus is gone. And I'm just going to install it on basically its main hard drive, because I don't know how many hard drives it has. I'm betting it only has 1. And we're just going to, that's basically the CPU-Z's code. And I'm going to try and get y'all in on CPU-Z here in a minute where y'all can see it. So y'all are going to stop, be zoomed in more on the CPU-Z. Let me go ahead and just wheel y'all down. Just right there, that's perfect. Okay, so give that a minute to load, and I will go ahead and benchmark it, stuff like that, and depending on how good it does here, and how many cores and threads and stuff like that, then we can go and see, depending, okay, so, well, hold on, I can't see it that good, I ain't got my glasses. Okay, 2 cores and 4 threads, okay. Not bad, actually. I like that, actually. And let's go ahead and wheel y'all up to right there. It's an i3. I'm going to say an i353, I think. Where's my phone? Okay, Google. I do that, and I ask her what time it is or something, and that's how I find my phone. Okay, Google. What generation is an i353? Wait, no. Okay, Google. What generation is an i3 550?
According to Flipkart, Intel Core i3-5550 first generation 3.20 GHz desktop processor works on H55 series motherboard.
So it's a first gen? Okay. It's a first gen i3. I'm pretty sure. Let me do a little bit more research on that part, and I will get back to y'all, but I'm pretty sure it's like a I'm pretty sure that's what she said, first generation i3. But let's go ahead and benchmark it, and I'm going to try and get y'all into where y'all can see both benchmarks. Okay, and click. As you can see, there it goes. Now, it ain't going to do too good up here. I already know that, but I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in on those numbers where y'all can see them. Honestly, I think it didn't do too bad by how it looks on here. I'm going to go ahead and say that's pretty good for an i3. So, okay, guys and girls, this is the end of the video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you could please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. That's another big way you can help my YouTube channel out and me. And I'm hoping y'all both enjoy this video. But if you give me a thumbs down, please tell me why. That way I can either try to fix that problem or make it a minor problem. Please, girls and guys, have a nice day. And just to give y'all a quick little shout, look at it real quick. I actually did get me a mount for my microphone right here, my Snowball. Now, the reason I didn't do an unboxing on that, so it's just you know, something for your mic. It ain't nothing too big or anything, not like this Red Dragon keypad. And if y'all want to see this Red Dragon keypad goes up against my old Razer one, please tell me in the comments and I will do that. Please, guys and girls, have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!